Last time in the toolshed. Hey guys, this is Gamer Cow playing Pokemon Platinum Random Nuzlocke. Finally, once again, I do apologize for the lack of videos on this front for a while. It's unfortunately been one of those things when you have family over that interruptions are kind of likely, so I haven't done any recorded stuff that, with commentary for a long time now. And we're going to try and rectify that now by doing stuff this episode. I actually forget all of what we were going to do. I just know we got to do this Amity Square stuff if I want to show all the things off, and go into the contest hall to progress the story. Refused entry? Oh noes. Gyarados and Steelix are not allowed. Do I actually? Yeah, I do. I have EV. I haven't actually seen too much in terms of stuff for what to turn this Eevee into. Umbreon was suggested, but Umbreon honestly isn't super amazing for this generation because there's nothing I can really, use it with. Which is, wait. Grovyle is not a, whatever. Apparently Grovyle counts as a cute Pokemon, so I forgot that was the stipulation here, that you actually had to have a quote-unquote cute Pokemon for stuff here. Also, weird transporter things of all get, because why not, right? The amulet coin is a good reason to come into this place though, even if you don't want to do much in terms of finding decorations and stuff, because that's the other thing. You can talk to your Pokemon, they can be happy and stuff, and then you can potentially find decorations and stuff for contests. But yeah, my grandparents have finally gone back. That was a non-useful teleport. My grandparents have gone back down to Birmingham now, so that's pretty cool for me because it means I can go ahead and just start doing recording stuff again here. How do I go? I mean, there's stairs and stuff, right? But how do I go any further if these transporter things are just taking me to the same place? That doesn't. Well, I guess you can get berries as well. That's the normal berry I think is particular for contests and stuff, but yeah, there's a shiny thing because Gotheri has found decoration stuff. I don't know, this is, I don't really remember going in here very often, so this is it's kind of weird. Oh, they're multi-tier thing. I mean, my controller accidentally was holding right there, and apparently, yeah, they're multi-level things or something. That's weird. Okay, so you can so you can go into different locations by, yeah, okay. That is incredibly bizarre, but okay. So where does that just takes us into nowhere. This is a very strange area, and it's not quite what I was expecting when I came back to stuff here. There's nobody here. Like, I guess this is a next and previous sort of system. So you've just got to keep going until you actually find the one that gives you the items and stuff. This is so bizarre. Anyway, the Spooky Plate. It gives you, I believe this generation was the one that gives you 20% instead of 10% for your item stuff here. So it increases the power of ghost moves by 20%. Yep. So items, blah 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 blah. Big leaf. Sure, why not? That is another decoration for contest stuff, I guess. And yeah, you can probably get one thing from him every day, but I do not care right now. I'm mostly just trying to work out how these things even operate. This is so bizarre, like, seriously. And yeah, unless it's just completely random, which it might be, but then I went fully up and it took me back. So whatever, that's that is a general look at Amity Square. There may be something else to it, but that is all I really know. If you could share your experiences, if you like, with the Jubilife TV lady down there, but I do not care to do so, because there's only so much talking to people I'm willing to do. So, let's go ahead and find somebody rather familiar here in the contest hall, that is Mother, because apparently Johanna is indeed a mum, so no, but yeah, I don't know about that either. But yeah, apparently our Mother in this game does contests, and I think, if I remember rightly from reading and stuff before, because I never watched the anime at this generation, like, this was the time I didn't really have the time or the sort of patience for stuff that way, but apparently Dawn, you know, as in Joanna here, Dawn's mother in the anime, actually did do contest stuff with her, like the grand finals and stuff. There was a proper competition with it that way, almost as Dawn's like final challenge type stuff, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Kira here is a contest judge, and practice session stuff can be done. Unfortunately, unless I am absolutely forced to, which I'm pretty sure I am not, I will not be showing off the contests in this generation because I absolutely despised them. There was this stupid dance setup for it. I don't remember if there's touchscreen elements to it, but if there is, that wouldn't work very well for my emulation stuff. And yeah, I'm not going to show the contest stuff out here. However, since you dress up your Pokemon and stuff in this generation, you actually do get your own contest outfit, depending on which gender you are. And yeah, apparently we have a tuxedo in this one. If I ever did a Gen 6, like a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire playthrough, that's when I would show off the contests and stuff, because those ones are a lot better. But anyway, this is the only reason we actually have to come here, because Fantina over here is one of the main contestants, but also the gym leader that we have to fight next. And yeah, she's a bit full of herself, but you know, we are indeed rather strong, so we shall have a gym battle with her fairly soon. That might actually be what we just do next, but I don't remember if there's a thing here, like a TM or whatever. But yeah, you have 3 parts to contest. The dancing is the reason I won't do it. Also, I don't remember much of the way that the moves work in this game, because they're a bit different to the previous Gen 3 stuff. But yeah, the visual stuff you need lots of poffins for. The dancing stuff I think is all like in-time players and whatnot. You know, basically mimic the moves of the stuff. And the stuff being the leader of the thing at the time, like one of the Pokemon in the contest is dedicated to be the leader of a session, and you must mimic their dance moves or something, if I remember rightly. And then the acting part is very similar to the previous game, previous generation, in that it is a show of your moves, and hopefully you get a good sort of combination stuff that way. So, with only 3 probably decent Pokemon here, I should take out another one and have a look at starting the gym stuff, I suppose, because that's really what we've got to do next. I think we do need the gym badge before we're able to move down on the map, or to the next sort of location. So I don't remember if I even had. I guess Kabuto was probably my highest ever level, right? Yeah, level 19 is alright, but we already have. Yeah, it's really not very good though. We'll just take out Banner over here, because why not? let's just go ahead with that. And yeah, we'll at least show the gimmick stuff off of the gym. Hopefully the emulation won't mess it up, because I know it has a habit of screwing up these sort of the particular type of gimmick that we'll fight here. So the gym, if I recall correctly, was down the front, right? Or was it? No, I don't remember where the gym... No, the gym's up in the top corner near Amity Square. Derp. We actually passed it earlier, and I completely forgot about it, because it's over here. So, this gym, what are we gonna have to say here? Chance to be some kind of wicked... Yep, it's pitch black. And we get a flashlight at start, and effectively the way this gym works is that you have a slightly sort of extended range of vision, I guess. Like you're limited as to what your vision is, but you need to find the blue tile within the room and go through the right door of, you know, at the end with the same mark. If you don't, then you go back to beginning, and that is pretty much as simple as it gets. I think in the see, the emulation, I need to adjust the setting stuff for this, because this is supposed to be a dark room and I forget exactly how it's meant to be set up for emulation stuff. You know what, give me a sec for that. Actually, I'll try and find the setting for it. Okay, I'm not entirely sure where setting stuff will be. It might actually be a problem with the way that I even record the stuff, because I use OpenGL for everything basically for this, and that's the game source as well, so I kind of can't do a whole lot with that side of things, and I don't know what other setting it could be. Anyway, if either your or a trainer's flashlight meets, and you can still see the flashlights, so there is that. If either of you meet, then you have to do the battle. And normally this is a ghost type gym, but this Haunter would-be is instead Shogun, so that's kinda cool. Shogun's pretty defensive at the very least, so it probably survives this sprint break. Yeah, very easily. Bite, on the other hand, really not going to do much. I think it should have Ember by now, which would have been far more effective, but even then, special attack on Shogun's not particularly good, so wouldn't have done much more damage. It just would have had that burn chance that would have been very obnoxious. Also, Elekid gaining some levels here, which is fairly solid, and that's essentially how the gimmick here works. It's just a shame that you can't see this in the blackness. I know I had it fixed for one of the games, because Heart Gold Soul Silver had a similar problem, and there's the example of my flashlight crossing someone and you know, having a fight occur instead. Yeah, I know in a previous version of the emulator I had it fixed, but I don't remember how that happened, like what setting stuff were needed for it, so I'm just gonna do it as is. It's not like it changes too much for me. I mean, you wouldn't be able to see where all of the Duskull statues and stuff are until you get close to them, but I was gonna fight all the trainers anyway, so really it just trivializes the puzzle in the sense of, oh, I already know what everything is, which is not really a big enough draw for me to care at the moment. So yeah, chalk it down to emulation problems. Who cares? Wow, that Growlithe actually lived because of the Intimidate. Good job, Growlithe. Rock Smash will take it out though, which is fine, and that will be this battle done. So hopefully Elekid will get strong enough soon to be usable, because that would be kind of nice. The experience share does make things a bit trickier to work with in this game, because your main Pokemon doesn't get all of the experience that your underlings would get, if you like. So yeah, it does make things significantly more difficult in grinding, or not more difficult, just longer. You know, you've got to do more training in order to get everything up compared to nowadays. But it's overbalanced, if you like, in the opposite way. Wow, I'm glad I switched. It's broken pretty much in the new games because you never have to actually do any training whatsoever. You don't even have to do most of the encounters because you just roll through everyone in the new games, and your party keeps up in levels way more than they should. Like they get far too much experience in Gen 6. It kind of makes sense in XY, in the sense of X and Y actually has really high level enemy trainers, and if you don't just use one Pokemon and or maybe two Pokemon you could get away with, but if you don't use very few Pokemon in X and Y and you have the experience share off, you're probably gonna have to grind for a lot of the game. Because XY trainers are high level. That's pretty much how it is. They have very strong Pokemon in the end. I think they are the highest level Pokemon in any of the games. At least for a, version 1 of the Elite Four type stuff. I think they get even stronger than, the original games, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because the original games are already, I think, 63 and maybe even 65 for Red and Blue. I know the Gen 3 remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, actually lowered pretty much every level from the enemies by 2, which was kind of fun. But the original games, I'm pretty sure, had... Wow, really? I didn't know Dustox learned Protect. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, the level 65 and stuff is actually really... is actually beaten in Gen 6. So it's... Wow, that's just no damage whatsoever. We're gonna have to switch out here because I'm not dealing with confusion, especially when it's gonna protect this turn anyway, because it's stupid. Yeah, if it wasn't for the experience share being as ridiculously overpowered as it is, I think Gen 6 would be much harder than people say it is, because it is ridiculously easy with the experience share on, but if you turn that thing off, it suddenly becomes much more difficult to do that game. It's still doable. I mean, speedrunners do it with freaking, was it Lucario in the end is the main one they used for it, and they're just fine. But if you don't just use one Pokemon, if you're actually trying to make a balanced team, I could see that game taking a lot of grinding for stuff. So yeah, also Jinx has only got like, what, 30 base defense or something close to that, so I knew Brick Break with it being neutral would definitely get the kill there, so that's why I went for it anyway, and I didn't even realize she was called Boss there. Boss Sonya. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so a couple more trainers in here, and then I believe we will be done for... Yeah, I'm enjoying myself, we're not lost at the moment, because we kind of see everything, which is unfortunate. Oh man, an Aron. This thing has Mud Slap, which could be annoying, but beyond that, I don't think it really does anything. X-Defend isn't going to help it because I'm using special attacks, but that would be super annoying if I was using Donatello here, but I am not, so that is fine. We're actually getting pretty close to getting Ampharos here as well. It's relatively high level at this point, but I still don't have a good attack on this. Like, Thunder Shock is terrible. When it goes to Ampharos, it's going to get Thunder Punch, but that's physical in this gen, so it's really not that good. And yeah. No. You are not going to beat me, good sir, because I have a sheep. Christine. Oh, the randomizer is awesome sometimes. You can actually customize the names for the randomizer. That magic coat though, good job I'm not using a status attack like Thunder Wave, otherwise I would be rather upset right now. But yeah, you can actually change the names that the randomizer has because it's just a text file. So long as you follow the right format within the text file, you can change it to whatever you want, which is pretty great. But I've just left it on the default stuff because I honestly couldn't be bothered. Also, didn't know this thing had Confuse Ray already. I thought that was slightly later. Kind of makes sense, I guess, that it does, but that's still pretty obnoxious. And we do, unfortunately, hurt ourselves in Confusion. Psybeam's gonna sting a little bit. I don't really have too much of a switch into that, but if I hurt myself again, I'm worried that I might actually just get Flaffy killed here. So I am gonna have to switch out to Donatello here, and hopefully not just get insta-confused on the way through, because that would be very stupid. Yeah, because that would have killed Flaffy. Oh man, that could not have been a better switch out, like seriously. Did I or did I not call that? Because that was pretty ridiculous. Okay. It's like, yeah, you can see that for the experience share stuff here on the random aside, that Voltbot took 50% of all the experience, and then the other two, ooh, Shockwave, nice. Flaffy and Grotle took 25% of the total experience. So your experience share mon will always get at least half of the experience here. Now, I guess Quick Attack is really not super great here because it is physical, and also Elekid is very fast to begin with. So I can afford to get rid of that for Shockwave. If I remember rightly, Elekid was a rash nature, so that kind of helps it out as well. I should outspeed. No, I don't outspeed it, but it just goes for Mean Look anyway. Doesn't matter, it'll get OHKO'd by Bite, and the Shell Bows shall recover my health a fair bit here. I should have put the Amulet Coin on Flaffy here. I really don't know why I didn't, actually. That was kind of a dumb move on my end, but whatever. You can see the Shell Bow, as slow as it is in this generation to get, you know, after turn effects and stuff to work, the Shell Bow is rather useful for gaining health, and that is as good a reason to use it as any. Oh, really minimize? Well, at least in this generation it's only a 1-stage increase. It was Generation 5 that introduced the 2-stage increase to evasion with minimize, which is really stupid. Also, Qwilfish is rather tanky by the looks of it. I don't know if Mega Drain's actually any better, but ooh, Toxic Spikes as well. Well, that sort of stops me wanting to switch out here. So good job, Qwilfish. I guess you were doing your job with that. How much does this do? This does very, very little. Okay, so I guess I need to just use Razor Leaf here. That is enough damage where Razor Leaf should kill here, assuming it hits, which is the assumption of the day, because 95 accuracy and 2 minimizes, not the greatest of things. Toxic Spikes would now inflict Toxic Poison if it was to be, you know, coming into play, but it won't because this is the final Pokemon. But yeah, that's pretty much how Toxic Spikes works in general. If you only set 1 layer down, it's regular poison that gets inflicted. If you set 2 layers down, it's Toxic Poison. How many layers you want would depend on what team you are facing. If you're facing a stall team, then you would definitely want to get both layers down, but if you're facing an offensive team where they're not going to stay in very many turns anyway, you're probably only going to get, but you also only want to get 1 layer down. Because let's be honest, an offensive team is not going to stay in long enough, and Toxic Poison only matches up after, I think, 3 turns? So yeah, it really isn't worth, you know, the extra turn of setup when the opponent is probably going to do like Swords Dance in your face or something obnoxious like that. So I was going to leave this to next time, but looking at the file size, we may as well just do it whilst we're here. We have arrived, and new things have been learned, contests, blah 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 blah. It's a performance, yep. Fantina is not originally from Japan, I guess, so yeah. just a little bit more evidence to that whole thing of, hey, Pokemon world is the real world type of thing. And apparently she is Kim, so you know what, that actually works quite well. Performer Kim is probably the most fitting thing we could ever have in this particular run. So, normally she is a ghost type trainer who's actually really hard to beat because Mismagius has, I think it's Magical Leaf and Shadow Ball, which is really powerful at the moment. She's like level 26 or something. It's kind of ridiculous, but we are not dealing with that particular form of Fantina, of course. We are dealing with a randomized version who has a Trapinch that gets outcode by Brick Break, because why not? And her Chatot over here is actually rather terrifying for my multiple flying weaknesses, but Shauna the Sheep will be able to take her on fairly handily, I think. Because Chatter, I don't know if it has the confusion rate if you don't actually do the whole talking thing. Chatter's a weird move in that I think it does have like a 30% confusion rate or something normally. Oh, god damn it, I forgot it would have Sing. Oh, that is so rude. But yeah, it has a confusion rate, and I think it actually goes to 100% if you talk to you know, like set it up with a proper talk and everything. Because Chatter, I don't know if you can do it nowadays. I don't think you can. But in Generation 4, you could use the microphone to make Chatot say something. That's pretty much Chatot's gimmick, was that you could make it say something every time you use Chatter. And if you did, it would have a confusion rate on the move. I don't remember if that confusion rate applies normally. You know what, I should probably Thunderwave this thing. Because, oh, the mirror move is kind of... No, because if I... Really, that's like a 4-turn sleep now. If I do get this Thunderwave off, then I'll be Thunder Shocking next turn, so that would be a lot better for me. So, Mirror Move will not actually matter too much here, because now it would Mirror Move Thunder Shock, and Thunder Shock would do very, very little damage to me here. Yeah, that 4-turn sleep for Sing was really stupid, but Chatot's very, very frail defensively, and it just got paralyzed immediately, so no more damage coming out of you. Screw you, Chatot, you're obnoxious. And we did already take out Trapinch, so, and it should be a pretty high base stat Pokemon that we fight now, because Mismagius is the one to get replaced, and it is a Stantler. Yep, level 26 Stantler. Yep, that is indeed your final Pokemon, and it has Intimidate, which is kind of cute, because that doesn't really affect me here. I don't want to stay in on this, I don't think, because it has the potential to just kill me from here, I think. I know it has Stomp, it might have Takedown, and Takedown would be really powerful right now, as it does indeed have that. Yeah, that is a lot of damage. That might kill from here. I should be faster than it though. I am a jolly nature, and I believe these two speed tie. So I should be quicker as I am. Brick Break, stab super effective off of Heracross's attack power. This should just get the kill. And indeed it does. So that takedown would have killed Flaffy. Would have killed Bugsy if it got a chance, but thankfully Bugsy is pretty strong, so did not make a difference in the end, and Volbot gains a lot of experience there, gets to level 20, which is nice, and that is our third gym badge. Yep, you know why you have lost, because you are not me. That is pretty much it. Yeah, so definitely a high level gym for where we for what we have right now, but that's probably because I haven't been doing all of the training that I could have been doing. I have at least been killing all of the trainers. Killing trainers. I have been beating all the trainers and stuff though. So there is that. Anyway, you do not actually get Shadow Ball from Fantina here, as you normally would from a Ghost Trainer. You actually get Shadow Claw, which I believe Heracross can learn. However, the fact that TMs are one-time use only in this gen, and Night Slash is a relearn move that we will get at Canalave, I believe. It is a fair while away, I will admit, but we will get Night Slash about halfway through the gyms of the game. So I'm not really inclined to teach it to Heracross, because I will have something later that will be able to do its job. And again, if this was Generation 5, where TMs are usable multiple times, I would teach it with no problem whatsoever. But this is a one-time thing, and I may need Shadow Claw later on somebody else who does not have the benefit of relearning Night Slash. So yeah, not really going to teach it at the moment. So, with that said, I believe doing that gym will open up the route downwards. I don't remember, does it open the route to the right? That is a question for the ages. I don't think it... No, maybe it did. Let's check inside just to make sure. Yeah, you're here, and you might want to fight. So we are going to save here, and we are going to end the video for today. So, this has been GamerCow, finally playing Pokemon Platinum Random Nuzlocke once again. And next time, we'll see what our rival wants here. If a battle, then that'd be kind of cool. And we shall explore the surrounding areas. Probably to the right if we can go there, and probably downwards if we can go there as well. I don't remember which way you're forced to go. I'm pretty sure you're forced to go downwards here, but maybe you can go both ways. That'd be nice. See you guys next time for that.